From Outpost Gray and Grant Thornton Public Sector, we provide you the CyberFed News Roundup. Tech news that matters.
Hello and happy Friday, July 22nd, 2022. I'm your host, Jack Scott, and today I'm providing you the CyberFed News Roundup for the week of July 18th. Let's get to it. The Cyber Safety Review Board, the new cyber safety panel under DHS, said on Wednesday that despite the available patches for Log4j, the flaw in the software could still expose computer systems to hackers for years to come. The Log4j flaw was identified last year, causing a wave of concern among organizations. Many cybersecurity leaders state that this was the most serious software vulnerability in history because the Log4j routinely embedded with other software designed to collect user data. Rob Silvers, the Cyber Safety Review Board chairman, states that this event is not over. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is proposing ways to protect the victims of financial scams using money transfer platforms like Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, and other peer-to-peer money transfer services. CFPB is looking to hold banks more accountable for protecting their customers. Fraudsters lure victims by pretending to be their bank and asking them to send them money. The current law only requires banks to repay their customers if they did not authorize the payment. However, most financial crimes are perpetrated by the victim authorizing the transaction because they believe they're sending the money to a legitimate bank or source. Therefore, few victims are actually repaid. Currently, the complaints are around Zelle's platform, but if CFPB can pass a unique law for banks, it would affect all peer-to-peer platforms, providing consumers more protection from financial cybercrimes. CISA sees an increased budget with additional staffing opportunities. Jenn Easterly, the Cybersecurity Infrastructure Security Agency Director, has been transforming CISA operations. These changes are having positive effects on cybersecurity. Some of these changes are in light of the executive order improving the national cybersecurity published May 2021. The executive order required CISA to take a more active role in combating cyber threats in the federal space. Some of the most recent initiatives created by CISA included the Joint Cyber Defense Collaborative. JCDC is a diverse team that shares actionable intel between industry and government in hopes of arming organizations against cyber attacks. Kirsten Todd, the chief of staff at CISA, states that cybersecurity is a national security priority, and it's undoubtedly something CISA takes very seriously. As war continues to heat up between Russia and Ukraine, talks of partnerships between Russia, China, Turkey, and Iran are occurring. This has created a heightened concern for increased cyber attacks. Therefore, the U.S. is working to harden telecom infrastructures through a possible partnership with Saudi Arabia, but the agreement is still unclear. U.S. is seeking this partnership with Saudi Arabia to mitigate any potential future cyber attacks from Beijing's hackers. We will continue to monitor this activity and provide you updates as they come. Who could forget about the accusations of election fraud during the 2020 U.S. elections? The surge of misinformation campaigns around elections swept our social feeds and consumed every news station. Although there was a lot of negative around the 2020 elections, some state officials want to highlight the good security measures the states implemented to protect voting systems. During a hearing this week, the Secretary of State of Ohio, Frank LaRose, and others told committee members about CISA's efforts for data sharing between the state and local elections. It also brought up the need for DHS and CISA to share the successes, not only the failures of the election systems. Mr. LaRose recommended that federal officials let states share their public successes by declassifying relevant information more quickly or highlighting success stories to counter negative narratives surrounding election infrastructure vulnerabilities. Last week, Congress met to discuss hundreds of amendments requested to the NDAA concerning cybersecurity. Last Friday, the House of Representatives passed the fiscal year 2023 NDAA. But what does that mean for cybersecurity? Some key points include aiding term limits for Cybersecurity Infrastructure Security Agency. These term limits will be managed through the Cybersecurity Infrastructure Security Agency Leadership Act, which requires appointed officials to CISA to serve a max of 5 years. The NDAA also stated that the president can appoint the CISA director by and with consent of the Senate. The NDAA also approves the establishment of the National Digital Reserve Corps, designed to tackle some of the most pervasive cyber challenges that impact the government. Lastly, military veterans will have increased opportunities to break into cybersecurity with the help of a new pilot program. This program will help veterans and their families by providing cybersecurity training to receive associate and bachelor level degrees to help them break into the industry. That concludes your CyberFed News Roundup for the week of July 18th. If you are enjoying these updates, I'd love for you to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this out with others. I'll see you all next Friday right here at 9 a.m.